Hey Meg, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Great, thanks for asking. Yeah, we're talking about technology, and welcome to the conversation. By the way, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're listening. We were just talking about how we are a little bit out of touch. Our family is
What a way to start.
with technology. However,
Yeah,
we know the pitfalls of it. We know the dangers.
you love technology.
I am like I do enjoy technology. I enjoy the fruits of what it can produce. But I think there is pitfalls, there's dangers, there's risks. And I think as parents, the average, I don't want to put anyone down. I would say the average parent probably uses technology more than they should.
Or more than they want to, maybe.
More than they want to. What do you mean?
Like in theory,
Yeah.
people see how much screen time they have. They're like, oh, whoa,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
They wouldn't necessarily choose that amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what you mean? For their own life?
Oh, for their own life.
Yeah.
Oh, as a parent? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, more than they want to. I'm talking about, I guess I'm relating it to kids right now. Like how parents use technology in the home. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I think there's questions that parents need to address and think about, and there's a framework that they can use. We've got a really cool framework that we're going to go through. And yeah, so I don't know. I guess my question to you was initially like, why do you think we're out of touch? Just
Well,
to kind of give context.
I think in general, I have always hated technology.
Yeah.
And so I think from the very beginning of having kids, before it was even like before it was even a problem with our own kids because they were so little, I had already determined that I didn't want our kids watching TV or really using screens at all.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before screens were even so prevalent with kids, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just gotten increasingly more. But
Yeah.
I'd say from the beginning of our family life, it's been so limited, almost non-existent. And so we haven't faced a lot of the struggles that I think a lot of families do face. And that's why I was saying I feel like we're a little bit out of touch
Yeah.
because our family life has kind of always been dictated by low screen life just because of my own personal values.
Yeah.
And
mine.
yours. Yeah. Together. We decided that together.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But we still have lots of thoughts. So go ahead and share them, Ben.
I'm waiting for you. You're up for the question.
Well, I don't know. It's okay. I think it's good to just talk about, as we're talking about technology, like, what are the things that parents should be thinking about as they're using technology in their home? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of technology?
Yeah. That's good. That's good to think about. I think, well, actually, that's no, I'll say that later. I think, yeah, you have to know your purpose. And
No, but what is the purpose of technology in your mind? Not your own purpose, but like,
generally,
what is technology for?
It depends on the scenario. For work, technology increases efficiency. But that's work.
I'm just think more broadly.
What is the purpose of technology?
Yeah.
I don't know. Gosh.
Okay. Well, I'll share some of my thoughts.
Okay. What is the purpose of technology, Meg?
So, I think it's a tool, ultimately.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
Technology-
I said it's a tool for efficiency
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the work setting.
Yeah, but there's more than just efficiency. Like it can be a tool for entertainment. It can be
Yeah.
a tool for a lot of different things. It's a tool for recording something educational. It can be educational. It can be entertaining. It can
Yeah.
be creating efficiency. It's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But that's its purpose.
It's a tool.
It's a tool to be used.
Yeah, that's good.
And so, yeah, then it begs the question, how are we using it?
Yeah.
are we?
Do you feel like you can abuse the tool?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were talking about technology just recently, and I was saying how, like, you wouldn't just give a kid a hammer and say,
Yeah.
good luck, use it however you want.
Yeah. Or the keys to
Where
a
they're
Ferrari.
just like, well, yeah, they just, start smashing walls and windows and doing whatever they want with a hammer.
Right.
You have to teach them how to use the tool properly. And so I think the same is true for technology. You have to, when it comes to children, it's a learning and a training on how to use this tool. And so should, a 4-year-old be spending a lot of time training with a hammer? Probably not. But when they get older, there's more time training. There's more use of it. So
yeah, I mean, I just think technology is it's so easy to get a hold of, and it's so accessible. Screens are so accessible, and a child's brain is so malleable and elastic, and it learns quickly. It makes connections. It's billions and billions of connections, in their young years. And like, I feel like it's better to start late than early on teaching your kids how to use a tool of technology.
absolutely, yeah.
Because as soon as, they're going to get it. I mean, our kids, for example, they already know how to use our phone to use the camera, and they take thousands of pictures of our camera and all these videos, and they're really into making music videos right now and dance performances on video. And they figured that out. Like, I didn't show them that, so I'm just saying, it's like, I think it's better to start late, because they're going to learn. Like, there's no way they're not going to learn. But anyway, I digress. That was just random thought I just had.
Yeah. So, well, then how do you help them learn once they're ready? What are the things you need to consider?
Well, back to your thing. What purpose does this technology provide? In the setting that I need my kids to learn it, what are they learning? What is the purpose? Or is there, maybe it's not just learning technology. Maybe you do have a purpose of like, hey, we are having a meeting, and our screaming 5-year-olds, boys who are wild and rambunctious, there might be a time and a place where you need to have them entertained for like 30 minutes to an hour, so that you can focus on a meeting. But I would just do that as little as possible and try and work around not having to do that. I think it's also thinking about, there's this question on here that says, are there other ways that my children can access the content or experience? Like, if you're trying to teach them something, if you're trying to educate them on a certain subject, like, do they need to use a computer to learn the subject? Do they need to use a screen?
Yeah. Actually, I was just reading this article recently that was talking about how now it's been several years of schools using technology in the classroom, and how there's now multiple studies that show, tons of research now that shows that classrooms that use more technology, the kids are actually retaining less.
Oh, wow.
And so they might learn quickly, like right away, but they actually don't retain it.
Makes sense.
And so there's a lot of schools that are starting to get rid of some tech because it's not, because of this research, it's showing that it's not effective for the long term.
Yeah, it makes sense, because our brains are naturally wired to be efficient and not store unnecessary information. And so all the information is on the computer. So why would they take time to memorize or retain information when it's at their fingertips? If they need it, they can just go get it.
Totally.
Yeah,
but that's a good question though, because it's like, I think of even like art, right? Like, there's so many art programs on the computer.
Yeah.
And we've used those, at times the kids have done little drawing videos where the video teaches them how to draw something. But then also there's books that can teach you step-by-step things of how to draw. And actually our kids are really, I feel like they're better. Their drawings are better when they do those. But I feel like there are alternative ways to learn things, that sometimes it's easiest to go to YouTube or a computer or something to learn something. But thinking of, or is there other ways that they can learn or have that experience? What were you thinking of when you said experience?
I was thinking like, are there other ways that my children can access the content or experience? I think I was just thinking of like entertainment, like
going to see a play instead of a movie.
Are there other forms of entertainment that are more holistic, not digital, more analog? Can you entertain them? Can you teach them how to entertain themselves? And
that's true, actually. Even like as your kids get older, I feel like the example you gave of maybe you have a meeting for a few minutes, 30 minutes, and you need your kid to be distracted.
Yeah.
Which when they're young, of course, there's not a lot of alternatives. But I think as they get older, teaching them how, like, okay, I have this meeting and this is what you're going to do, or you can do these things.
Yep.
Do not bother me in this time. I'll be back in this amount of time. You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so good. Like, I'm so thankful that you've taken the time to teach our kids so many different skills, creative skills, tactile skills, creative skills, how to be artistic and creative with different stitching things. What do they call them?
Handicrafts?
No, what's the knitting needles?
Oh, the punch needle?
Punch needles, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not knitting needles.
They know how to knit.
They know how to knit, punch needle, draw, color, paint, clay. So many cool things, I think, finding other ways to like give them the skills and the creative outlets to, entertain themselves when they're bored. Which actually, on another note, this is it's kind of within the topic, but, on the topic of boredom, when your kids are bored, do you just give them the TV? I feel like that's a common issue. Like boredom means, okay, I need to go watch TV and just sit there. But what are some other ways that you can help kids experience and deal with their boredom?
I think just letting them be bored.
Yeah.
I think it's not bad for a kid to be bored. And they'll nag you and complain and whine. But that doesn't mean you have to change it for them.
Yeah.
Like, just keep encouraging them. I bet your creative mind will think of something. Okay, you can go clean the living room if you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think just continuing to repeat that back, they'll get tired of complaining if that's what you keep saying. So then eventually their boredom leads them to something. Something new and something they'll enjoy. And for some kids, it lasts longer than others. At least we've seen that. Some kids will say they're bored once and then they have a burst of creativity and you don't hear from them for a long time. Other kids, it takes longer to think of that.
Yeah. It's true. What do you feel like the risks are with technology and screens and your kids?
Oh gosh, that's a dark hole to get into. The risks are vast and horrible.
Yep.
What do you mean? I think there's, of course, lots of access to pornography and all kinds of things. I think in a general sense, just technology use, which I think all adults can understand, is very addictive. Like when we use technology, then it's easy and we want more of that. And so it becomes something we reach for, something that's easy.
Yeah, it's colorful. Like the screen, it's colorful, it's bright. It, we want to look at it. It makes noises. It buzzes. It's, it draws our attention. It brings our focus into whatever the technology is. It teaches instant gratification. If you want something, you just literally tap, and then there's feedback. There's instant feedback. Always instant feedback, which is very, it's not real life.
Yeah. So I think, a question I would add to the things to consider as you think about your technology use in your home is, like, how do I hope my kids will interact with technology as an adult, even, because you're training them for that. And so I think thinking more long term,
Yeah.
so that they don't fall into those addictive patterns and into dark, dark places that technology can lead us.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good question. How do we want our kids to use technology as adults? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, thinking about that right now, is we are in that like rapidly changing world with all new kinds of technology coming out. And it's like thinking about the future of our children in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't think technology is going anywhere.
Yeah. We have to equip them.
Yeah. So how do we equip them? How do we prepare them for a life full of technology?
Well, give us your framework, Ben.
I will. No problem. Yeah, so we have a framework that we want to share with you that we've come up with, that we use. We thought it would be helpful. So number one, when you're thinking of giving your kids a screen, technology, when you're thinking about preparing them and equipping them for the future, and you can even share this with them. Number one is like, what is the purpose of the technology? What is the purpose of the technology, and what is like the purpose you're using it for? Just being clear about that. Number two, how long are you going to use it? What's the duration of time that you're going to be on it? Is it an hour? Is it 30 minutes? Number three, what type of content are you going to be consuming or using? Is it just strictly entertainment, or is it educational? What's the content type? Number four, what's the source? Where is that content coming from? Who made it? Who's the author? Do you know them? What do you know about them? Is it credible? Does it enhance their worldview, maybe their biblical worldview, or does it degrade it? And then what protective measures are in place? Protective measures meaning like internet scanners and filters, right? That's what you meant. That's what you meant by that, right?
Yeah, and blockers.
Time controllers, limits. Yeah. So what's the purpose?
Not time blockers. I mean like porn blockers and like ad blockers and
but then time limits.
Yes.
Because you can set all that stuff. What's the purpose? How long are they going to allow them to use it? What's the content type? What's the source? And what are the protective measures that are in place?
So this framework, like these things you just said, it's like, you mean just like it creates this framework of how to be intentional about how you're using it?
Yeah.
Or is this like a framework for what you're talking about with your kids in regards to it, or?
Twofold. When you are using it, like when you're thinking about how you're going to be allowing your kids to use technology, I think number one, you have to think as a parent, it's your job. You need to be intentional about thinking about these framework elements. Mm-hmm. You need to actually literally spend time thinking about this instead of just saying, okay, here you go, you can go. Like, go be free, go be busy. I need to focus on this. Like, no. Spend like a few minutes and just quickly think through like what is your answer? How do you respond to these questions in regards to like allowing your kids to use technology? Because I think
so. How does that apply to like how would someone who's considering if they should give their kid an iPhone or not use this framework?
Well, I don't know what you mean. I think you just use it. If the purpose isn't valid during the time, then don't use it.
Okay, so if the person's like, should I give my 12-year-old an iPhone? They're asking. Then you're like, what's the purpose? And they realize the purpose is not good, then they say no. If they realize the purpose is good, they go to the next part. How long will they get to use their phone? Is that the point?
That's a good point. No, that wasn't the point, but it was more of just things to think about. But we can create that. What do you think?
I don't understand the question. What's your question?
No, you're asking me, how do you use the framework?
Yeah.
And so I'm saying like, this was the framework. What I have is the framework.
Okay.
There wasn't like if like, here's the question, or here's what's going on. Are you going to give your child a cell phone at 12 years old? What's the purpose? If the purpose doesn't work, or if the purpose isn't valid, or it's irrelevant, then the answer is no. You're not going to give your no. I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like where you're going.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Do you want to continue on with that one?
With the iPhone specific example?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we already said it. Yeah. If the purpose you agree with, this is the thing about technology is there's no one way for every family to do it. Every family has to determine for their self what is going to work for them and what they think is good and what they think is right, because technology is not this, it's not like this clear evil, you know, like we said, it's a tool that can be used.
Yeah.
And so you have to determine as a family how you're going to use it. So I think these questions or this framework is a way for you to think about
Yeah.
how your family will engage with it. And so, yeah, it looks a lot of different ways. I think for some people, giving your kid an iPhone, when they get to the purpose point, will right away say no. But I think some people may see the purpose, and you have to be willing to say no and be
Right.
willing to be the bad guy in this area in your kids' minds.
Yeah.
And because later, I honestly think they would all say you're not the bad guy, that they would be thankful
Oh yeah.
because of what it produces in them
Absolutely.
and what it helps them with. But
Yeah.
anyway, if you do think the purpose is good for whatever the question is, then yeah, you go to the next part. Okay, duration. So that means so this framework I think helps you in any area of technology think of not just okay, the purpose is good, yeah, do it. Yeah, have access to this. Yeah, have this piece of technology, have whatever it is. I think it helps you think intentionally and continue down that road. So then, yeah, the next question is duration. How long? It helps you think intentionally. Okay, should they have their, if it's phone that we're talking about, should they have their phone all day and night whenever they want it? Or maybe we're putting limits on, okay, you can have it only when you go out of the house right now because you need it to call me if you're alone.
Yeah.
Or maybe then it gets to the point where, okay, you can have it all day, but when you come home at night, you have to put it away. Or, you know, so like you have the control as the parent to determine those things. And it's your role as the parent to create those boundaries for your kid's best interest.
Yeah.
It's not up to them to just get to do whatever they want because that's what everyone else is doing. Yeah. And then what's your next one? Content type. Yeah. So again, it's like, okay, what are they using it for?
Yeah.
iPhones have all kinds of restrictions and all kinds of things that you can limit them on. So, you know, maybe you give them an iPhone, but they don't have social media yet. They don't have, there's certain apps you don't want them having.
Yeah.
So that's where you would limit the content that they have, the source. Kind of the same thing, right? I don't understand the source.
No,
one.
the source one was like, where is it coming from? Content type. The content is like.
But what does that mean if you, I mean, the example
guess
we're
the
following here is an
example that we're
iPhone.
Well, Apple or Samsung.
Who do you support more?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that one,
No, I mean legitimately.
that'd be applicable for like a movie you're watching or something.
Movie
Yeah.
or article or
Yeah.
online news, whatever. But like actually, legitimately, it could be a valid question to think about: is Apple or Samsung? Samsung, you're not going to have as many restrictions.
Apple has more options of
yeah,
restrictions.
it's much more secure, and
Yeah.
I think more restrictions potentially.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And then what protective measures? I think that's a good like last one. It shouldn't be the last thing you think about, but it's a good like
Yeah.
tidy up as you're thinking it through, because I think you should never just give your kid free access to everything.
Yeah.
You need to be thinking of how you're protecting them because there's
Yeah.
all kinds of things. And I think there's so many resources for that. Like Protect Young Eyes is a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Greta Eskridge is, you know, always talking about this stuff. She's a great source.
Yeah. Covenant Eyes.
Covenant Eyes.
There's that one that we used. Forget what it's called. It was like a
Protect Young Eyes has so many resources.
yeah. Another one I wanted to add too was the what's the risk? And when I say risk, when you're thinking about using technology, in this example, giving a child a phone, what is the cost of that decision and what's the payoff in terms of both and like what is the cost? What is it going to cost you if they do get the phone and if they don't get the phone? What is it going to cost you? If they do get the phone, it's going to cost you, well, it might cost you some money. But but it also might cost you
Connection with them.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't get the phone, well, it might cost you having to deal with a bad attitude. What's the risk? What's the payoff if they do get the phone? What's the benefits? Maybe they'll have, they might be on a traveling team, and you might need to check in with them, send them a text or whatever. Or what's the payoff of not getting a phone? Well, you're going to keep your connection. You're going to, they're not going to be distracted as much. I mean, there's so many of them, but that's another one I thought just to add, kind of off the cuff. What's the risk?
Great.
Pros and cons.
Good one.
Yeah. I think the thing to say is on this is just, it's going to come. Technology's coming, and use it as little as possible. Like, delay the onset of technology. I think that's a good challenge. Just delay as long as you can. Find ways around your life to give your children organic, alternative, holistic sources of education, of entertainment, all this stuff. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. So good. Any other thoughts?
No.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next time.